I was about to say, what a fine Monday morning, but it's actually technically Tuesday because yesterday was Labor Day. So it's like the whole week's kind of fucked up in a weird way, weird mode. Well, everybody to chat, I want to welcome everybody. I want to apologize for not doing the show yesterday. I actually sent a message to Anthony, said, you know what, working last night, the voices, the scripts, I fell asleep on Labor Day. I couldn't wake up. So
lazy bastard, you.
Lazy bastard. So, but guys, now this is kind of a different kind of a show today. This is kind of the show going behind the scenes a little bit about the cartoon, the upcoming cartoon that there is a premiere date, and got a couple behind the scenes to show you guys. Like, if somebody wants to be part of the team, wants to be a voice, I'll show you guys some of the fun stuff that we actually have that we do behind the scenes. Of course, I can't show you guys everything because you guys don't know what happens behind the scenes, but what is said, how much dirt that we talk about people. Oh, man, we get into it. We get some dirt. First thing, like, Connor, give us some dirt.
Mad shit about everybody. I mean,
and then we try to work it into, subliminal messages into the cartoon.
Yeah, like put your bank account number and then wire money into my account. But you guys don't realize it. We realize it when we get all your money in our accounts. No big deal.
And then, now, guys, and this is part where the chat is going to help. It's going to help. So Brown Dwarf, Lucum, Susan, Sharon Guy, Unidentified S4, Bigfoot Anon, all these people are wonderful people in the chat. You guys are actually going to help out. Judy Wheeler, because I don't have a title yet for this thing that's coming up for Sunday night, 7 p.m. Pacific. So that means the Midwest watch at 8 or East. See, Florida is actually is Florida Midwest or Florida?
Both, Eastern and Central.
So people at 8, 9 o'clock can watch it. It's still there where it's not midnight for people going to bed. So 7 p.m. Pacific, that gives enough time for everybody across the United States and the world that could watch it. So it's going to be premiere Sunday. Now, I don't have it uploaded yet because I'm actually still doing the voices. So once I try to get it uploaded, I'm trying to get it uploaded by Friday. So people have a couple days to share it out. Say, hey, come to this event. It's going to be a fun event. It's going to be good. But let me show you guys just a picture of the cartoon in a way, but let me see here. Actually, I don't want to show that one. What am I doing? Why do I want to show that one? That's not a good one to show because if I show that one, it's going to give it away too much. Where the hell did I even put it? Don't you hate it when you have something right here, and then like a Mandela effect happens and it's gone? I got too much stuff on my thing. But actually, what I'll do is I'll find it, and while I find it, I'm just going to show you guys a video of this is just a regular video, just so I can find this picture of an ex. Where's the title of it? God, I'm so bad today. This is oh, that's not it.
I ask you about UFOs.
So this is basically the ex. He's ex somebody. What the fuck is he ex of? God, it is too early in the morning.
Excommunicated.
My brain is too much. Oh, let me see here it is. He's a former CIA director. So they're going to ask a former CIA director about the UFOs. So I'm going to play this, and it'll give me time to find the thumbnail that I fucking lost. Here we go.
It is, the truth is out there. The question I have is, we've been reading a lot about a lot of these, that it's mostly been observations of from Navy personnel. Look, Occam's razor this for me. When you've seen this unidentifiable stuff, is your presumption that it is a China or a Russia testing some crazy technology that we somehow don't have, or are we sort of over assuming the abilities of China and Russia, and that the only other explanation is, if it is not us ourselves, that it's something otherworldly?
Well, Chuck, it's obviously been going on for a long time, and there's a lot of speculation. I've never seen any evidence that any of this is related to extraterrestrial human beings or beings of any kind. And for that reason, I've always thought that even though we have these sightings, and I guess the report that's coming out is going to basically acknowledge that there are a lot of sightings. They haven't tied it to being UFOs in the sense of relating it to enemies in space.
Sure.
But I believe a lot of this stuff probably could be countries like Russia, like China, like others who are, using now drones, using the kind of sophisticated weaponry that, could very well be involved in a lot of these sightings. So I think that's the area to go to, very frankly, in order to identify what's happening.
More importantly, it sounds like you think that you should exhaust that out, exhaust that hypothesis first before you start dealing with any of the other hypotheses.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I think the reality is we know what some of these capabilities are from our adversaries. We've seen what they're capable of doing. I think because they are adversaries, it's much more logical to me to believe that they're trying every way possible to be able to gather the kind of intelligence that would help them in terms of developing their approach to how they deal with the United States. I think that's the better approach to take right now.
All right, I did find the thumbnail. I had to actually recreate one. I know I sent a copy to Anthony, and I got the one that Anthony did for me. But
you got it?
What do you guys think of that CIA guy? Anyway, the ex-CIA, always saying the magic word drones and all that. I would think, this is just me shooting from this, and I'll show you guys the thumbnail in a second. I just think that, listen, if it was a drone, we would know. We know a lot of stuff, okay? Regular drones in the sky, the government would know. Ain't no Russian drone, ain't none of that there. We would have that shit.
Don't you think if the Russia or China had these drones and they were getting close to our aircraft carriers and what have you, that we would have all the information on it? I mean, come on, man. They ain't drones.
No. Hell no.
Not from our adversaries anyway.
Yeah, that guy was a snooze fest. A lot of the times when we get these high credential people, we go low on the actual information. They just regurgitate the same 4 sentences. That guy hasn't done any digging in the past few years. I'd rather listen to S4 or anybody else that's actually active in the field, not just some bozo from an office that doesn't even think about the stuff 98% of this time.
He's trying to make himself relevant now because the government's getting involved in the UFO topic. So now he wants to be relevant all of a sudden. When he was in the CIA, that's when he should have been relevant on the topic, when he had access to all the information. Not now, when he's nothing to us.
Yep, exactly. So I'm going to share the screen here because I have this is So this is basically now I'm covering something up because I don't want everybody to see the middle part. I don't know, might kind of ruin it. So you guys got an idea what the show is going to be about Sunday. There's some Egyptian in there. So what I would like for you guys to do in the chat, or people are watching this, in the comments, do it in the comments. Don't you could do it in the chat, but also do it in the comments, because after the show's over, I don't really see the chat anymore. But in the comments, give me some titles what you guys think it should be called. So let's just say it's involved with one hint away. You can see is King Tut. King Tut's in this. I'm not going to say what the story within is about, but give me some ideas. Give me some ideas of what the title should be. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 5 of them. I'm going to put a poll together. So during the week, there's going to be a poll of I'm going to have Connor look at some of these. You guys pick in the comments. Anthony look, and we'll try to see what are the most sounding great 5, put it up there, leave it a poll, so everybody feels like maybe they're involved in picking a title for this, because there's no title yet. All that says is Save Earth from King Tut. So, guys, get some great ideas. You know, we can't use Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff like that because it's already taken. But there's the movie The Mummies, you know, The Mummy. You know, we can't use that. Brandon Fraser, we can't use that. But what I see there, what should the title be? Let me see here. You're a Legend, My Flock? That's a good title. The Legend of My Flock.
And Susan just donated $5 too. So thank you so much, Susan.
Oh shit! And we're gonna get into some characters that'll be coming up. Oh, let me give you this. Thank you, Susan. Now,
how about Curse of the Pharaoh?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Curse of the Pharaoh. That's what I mean. And now I'll put it up. I need people to write it in the comment.
I put it there. Curse of the Pharaohs.
That's perfect in the comment, because then I get to see it and then I get to do it. Because, you know, then once the show's over, the chat's kind of gone, so I don't see it and I don't have a pen in front of me to write things down. Sorry, very unprofessional. But all right, guys, let me tell you, if anybody in the future wants to be, these cartoons are getting more expensive by the episode, not because there's more episodes, but if you notice, each cartoon is getting longer and longer in a lot of ways. The first one was about
4 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 17 seconds. Actually, I'll give you guys the exactly amount. I'll look here in the YouTube studio. Let me go into content. Let me see here. So I'll give you an inaccurate amount. So the first one is about 3 minutes and 17 seconds. The second one is about 5 minutes and 52 seconds. Well, give and take. If you take away the credits at the end, I stopped doing that because it's not needed. I'm only going to use credits like that when I merge all three together in pairs. So that was 5 minutes, 52 seconds. And then the last one was 6 minutes and 11 seconds. Now, the last one, this one clocks in close to about 6.5 to 7 minutes. I think it's around 6.5 minutes. So each cartoon kind of becomes longer and longer. And when it becomes longer, of course, it costs more because there's more graphics. There's more stuff in it. So, and then let me do this. I'm going to pop this up. I'm going to take that screen off. Let me share this next screen here. Okay, so basically here's some upcoming characters that's coming up. Not next week, not the week after, but the plans that me and Connors talked about. We all talk about like what characters are coming up. So, and to help support the channel to get these cartoons made, you look at the part, look at the characters, and some of these characters you want to play, you could donate to the channel by Cash App, Super Chat, PayPal. It's your choice. And here's some of the characters that we're coming up with. Now, I will tell you this. Guarantee that is being created as we speak. Zeus, the god, is showing up fast. Davy Jones, that's the Pirates of the Caribbean. That's Davy Jones, the water guy, the Kraken guy, whatever. Davy Jones is guaranteed to come up. There's 2 parts as we speak right now, people. There's 2 parts. If somebody wants to jump in and play a character in this episode that's coming out Sunday, we have a male mermaid. It's a male. The character was created as a male. There is a female mermaid coming up in the next one. But there's a male mermaid that's going to be in a scene in this. So if somebody wants to play a male mermaid, donate $50 and above. You can play the male mermaid. And if somebody wants to play a lavender alien, I don't. The Lavender Alien is gonna be different voice every episode. There's gonna be a joke to it sooner or later in the cartoons. You're not gonna see why. There's gonna be a different voice for Lavender, but it's by plan. There's gonna be a different voice for the Lavender Alien. You guys will crack up. So if somebody wants to play the Lavender Alien in this one, if you donate $50, you can play the Lavender Alien in this one, or the Mel Mermaid. If you feel like you're a mermaid fish guy, there you go. You could do that too. I'm trying to think. I don't think we have any other character for this one. For this one, just those two. And then I'm just pulling up PayPal just in case somebody's using that and I can see it, because I don't get an alert at all if somebody does, and then like I feel bad if somebody donates, like, Eric, I donated. Oh shit, I'm sorry. So I'm logging in. Right.
Donate to PayPal. You could do super stickers, but of course YouTube, always gets their cut. PayPal is definitely the cleanest transaction.
PayPal. I don't know if you have Cash App.
Yes, the Cash App is actually Cash App, and
you should drop the
Cash
link
App and PayPal. I pinned it in the thing.
Yeah, because YouTube's now up to taking 45% of the proceeds. It used to be 30, now it's 45%, right? So then if you get 100, then we get 55% of that, and then you got to pay tax on the 55% that you get at the end of the year. So it's BS. So either PayPal or Cash App or Buy Me a Coffee are your best bet.
And here's
if you can afford to help.
Here's a person in the chat that actually it has a part in the next one. She's got a main part. So if you guys want to be in the next one, I'm talking about episode 5. Amber Perrill, she's gonna be an evil villain. Actually, hold on, I got something to show everybody.
You're not getting naked, are you?
No, this is she sent me this. This is Amber's Perrill book.
The Dead in Me. I have one too. I just started it.
You both have one? What am I, Driftwood? Christ.
Well, I bought mine. Eric got his as a gift.
Over here.
Hey, I bought mine. That's on you, bro. Why don't you buy a copy of hers?
Put the link in the description. I want an autographed one.
Amber's in the chat. So Amber, put your link in there in the thing where somebody can get your book. And of course, guys, you can go to Amazon right now and get Connor's got like 5 or 6 books.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Yeah, just search my name, guys. It would be cool if more radio listeners had the books, And
I'm in Paranormality magazine myself. My story I wrote.
Yeah,
$10 a month.
I'm trying to.
Nice.
Page 34, boys and girls.
Ricky Williams.
Actually,
a copy.
It's on my other device. Okay, so I was curious. So Connor, when somebody gets a book from you that's through like Amazon digital book Kindle, do you actually get a notification?
No, but I get my percentage at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason I brought that up because I got a digital copy of the Panhandler book.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
It's in. My wife is subscribed to Amazon book thing, and that book was available to download.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I think I get like a percent of a cent per page you read, so that's cool with me.
Cool.
Oh, is that how it works? That's how it works? Okay.
I think for the free downloads, yeah.
My cousin's an author. She's on Amazon. She's known as Danda K. She writes those sex novels.
Wow.
Pretty good stuff.
Okay, so that's how that works. Okay. I was curious if you get a notification because I do got a copy of your book too, but I got yours in a digital copy.
No notifications. I think that would just be a little too heavy. There's probably some kind of website I can go into in Amazon and track it out. But that would also be private. Like, that's your private information, what books you buy. If you're buying Bigfoot books and Anthony's cousin's, erotica, that's private to you.
Wow. It's trust me, guys. It's my wife's account, so I am not getting erotica. I'll get in trouble. What is this? What is this? Harry Mick the Bigfoot? Harry Mick.
There is some good Bigfoot erotica. I think I'm gonna take a stab at it soon.
Sleepless with Sally? No, that. So in the next one, guys, like I said, in episode 5, a couple characters that will be up in that one. Zeus, Davy Jones. You got a couple characters coming up, and in the future, we're gonna have Lucifer, if somebody wants to play the devil, and God. If somebody wants to play God. Yes, God and Lucifer. They are coming. They're coming. They're coming. Dracula's coming. The werewolf's coming. And here's some side characters. Angels. Well, of course, angels has to come. I mean, you've got God and Lucifer. I mean, no duh, you're going to have some angels. Yes, David Bowie, Elvis, and Nelson Mandela will be coming too. Believe it or not, they're going to be in a weird thing. Marty, McFly, Doc Brown.
That's what's up. Marty, McFly, and Doc Brown are coming around. Excellent.
They'll be coming around.
And they're going to be driving a DeLorean that we might need.
Yeah. We just might have to paint the DeLorean maybe a different little color just so they don't say, hey, they're copying us. So if somebody wants to play a Doc Brown.
Is that definite that Marty McFly is going to be in an episode, Eric?
Yeah, not the, I'll be straight and honest, not the next one. Not the next one. It's going to be, right now we're on 4. It's going to be more, not even 5. There's a lead up. Connor knows we talked about, because we're like, oh, what if we did this? So it's going to be more in the 6th one. But to do all this, like I said, that's why we're starting now to see if people want to.
I'll tell you what, everybody. When we get to the one where Marty McFly and Doc Brown is going to be in that, I will donate the Marty McFly Back to the Future collectible action figure. All right. So anybody that donates $50 or more to the show, I will personally send you Tales from Space, and it's got Michael J. Fox in there.
Wow. So you're basically buying a collectible that for half the price what it's worth. And you get in the cartoon.
You're going to get your spot in the show, right?
If right. That's as good as you can get.
Spot too in the show.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And this Wednesday, unless something goes crazy, I'm going to have all first 3 emerge together. I'm going to broadcast it Wednesday night, and then probably do a show after it. So I'm going to be doing this again. But here, guys, here's some of the fun that, my opinion, that when you do a voice, you're kind of in the backstage with us, kind of having fun. Here's a few moments of us having fun, just joking around, because you actually never know what comes up. And then here it is.
Do you think if I take this big Tylenol, I'll overdose?
Oh my God.
Most definitely.
I'm on my way.
I think if I take this big pill, I'm gonna
Something tells me that's not Tylenol.
If I missed
ecstasy, anyone? I got these little pills,
You think if I took this Adderall right here, I'd get to sleep next week?
Here, I'll let you guys.
What do you mean this has got to be suppository?
Oh, ow!
Here. All right, guys. That's some of the stuff that when you're backstage, you don't know what's coming up. And you guys actually saw a couple sneak peeks of episode 4 in there. But
that was so funny when we were fucking around. That was
you guys all watch, but I don't want to ruin it. There's some little hints there, but it's fun. So you actually technically get to see the cartoon first, but you don't get to see it with the full sound. You only hear it with the blank sound. So not even Anthony and Connor seeing the whole thing put together yet, because we're still in the process of it. But let me just say that, think about this. I'm pulling that. Actually, here I can do this. This is not really gonna. Here we go. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share the screen to show people that what some of the involvement that's involved in doing this. Let me go Windows here. Now let me share a screen. Now, if you guys could see this,
A lot of editing.
look on the bottom, guys. See all those little green squares, everybody in the chat? All those little green squares basically comes from that 1 hour and 37 minute that we did backstage that I got to find the parts that's for the cartoon that's technically only 6-7 minutes, an hour and 38 minutes. And you see right there in the bottom how chopping it up, getting it in there and trying to get the volume right. Because if you notice those little small grains, you see these yellows. And I have to use those yellows trying to make the voices even because everybody has different mics, different mics and all that kind of stuff.
And you got to match the mouth movement with the voice, which is a nice one.
Yes. Because not just the hour and 37 minutes. Let me see if I can show people one more thing here. I hope people are having fun just seeing what's stuff behind the scenes. And then I get people who send me voices too. So you can see there I got voices from a guy named Matt. There's Mitch, Viz. So on top of the 1 hour 37 minutes, I got to take this and put it on there. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into.
And those three characters that you just mentioned, Viz, he's the Dead Talks Live. He has a huge, awesome channel. I hope we all get to chop it up with him soon. Hope he, brings on Mitch for his scary movie or, interviews me for Void Cat Rewind. But that would be really cool. He has the perfect, deep voice. And then you have Matt. He's making his debut from Supernatural Spectrum. He, was awesome. I heard him acting last night. And I'm like, man, he was actually changing his voice and, putting a little into it. So that was dope. And then, of course, Mitchell Cole, awesome filmmaker from here in Florida, winning a bunch of awards, making a bunch of movies. And we got him in our cartoon. So super dope.
Yeah. And like I said, it's kind of fun, and we're all backstage kind of having fun and getting together. And
we were cracking up, man.
And I'm probably going to have to pull up another backstage, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, once we realize, we can add some more. So it's not even, we're only scratching the surface. And I still need 2 more voices. Connor's I can do all the, Connor wants to do all the voices. So don't let Connor do all the voices. Be a voice.
What else?
Please donate.
Eric.
Technically we had some people in the background actually did the lavender just to fill it in, but I wanted to fill it in with somebody from the chat, somebody from there. So I have the lavender, and we have
the girl that
played the mermaid. Now, if a female wants to play the male mermaid, don't worry, I can mail your voice up.
And the real MVP was definitely Chad Smith. It was awesome, seeing him just fill in, change his voice, really becoming the character. But he was the facilitator. And, all those Chop Shop guys, they got their different styles, man. I love Spooky's lines about the reptilians. You can't get better than that delivery. And then Sonny, when he came in, how he was coaching everybody the first time. He's like, guys, put some effort into it. Now Chad, he's the sweeper. Now we see why he's the one holding it down. He was the real MVP. It was awesome.
It was, and here he is in the episode 2 that thinking, man, I only really have one part, but you never know. You might have small part in this one, but you never know. It might come up again where you might have a bigger part, because I don't wrap around a cartoon just to make somebody feel happy because they want more parts, because the story has to come first. The story always has to come first, and it just happens that sometimes a story, and listen, guys, Anthony was bitching up a storm a couple of nights. He's like, what? I want to be the hero again. What? We're talking about heroes. Or actually, Connor's like, what? Am I gonna have a turn? What turn is this? Whose turn is what? What? You know? So everybody will have turns in a way that they might actually mean more in one versus the other.
I like it, man.
Sense.
I like it.
And then I was looking on Chad Smith's channel because today's Tuesday. They usually do a show on Tuesday, but I don't see anything up.
I'm looking
on
now.
their channel, so I don't think they're doing the show today.
I don't.
Must be one of those weird Labor Day holiday push it back to Thursday things.
Yeah, but since I got everybody here, last Sunday, I jumped on. I was invited to jump on Unidentified S4's channel. This is the link to this video. He had an awesome guest. Let me get. I want to make sure I say it right. Oh,
Adam Begin.
Adam Begin, and here's just a clip of Adam being on his channel. It was a fun ass show. Adam was a great guest. He kind of reminds me a lot like Connor. He has a lot of energy. Like he's not afraid to talk. I mean, he's just going at it. Kind of reminds me
of the paranormal version of Connor.
Yeah, he's the paranormal version of Connor. So here's part of it.
I'm like, all right, it's my turn.
I wanted to ask. I have some of these clips from you on location. You got the Gettysburg one that I was interested in. I'm going to just pop that up here real quick.
Yeah. Devil's Den in Gettysburg. Look at the crevice there. Wow, I'm feeling overwhelmed with emotions. A lot of soldiers died here, Steve. Can you go in there?
Yeah, well, you have to find it, but I will.
Oh, no. Oh, wow, you climb right up here. Oh, wow. Hey, bud.
So I wanted to ask, when you were on that location, when you were at Gettysburg, A, did you see or hear anything audio or visual, paranormal-wise? And B, did you find anything while you were on location? Bullets, anything like that?
I've actually been to Gettysburg 3 times. The first time was kind of a little for family trips. We didn't stay long. And then the other 2 times was road trips to Iowa, and we can talk about that later. But I went to an axe murder house in Iowa where 2 adults and 6 kids were hacked to death in 1912.
God.
But anyway, so Gettysburg, dude, on the way back, if you're going to go to Pennsylvania, if you're going to do anything in America, Salem and Gettysburg, and probably Roswell.
I used to live 10 minutes away from Gettysburg. It was kind of funny when he said that he's visiting the Axe House. It kind of reminds me a lot of Connor because he'll send me videos like, "Hey, I just visited this. I just visited this," and places that I never even heard of. Shit, Connor sent me a thing a couple of days ago of this place on Long Island. It's a beach of this little museum that I've never been to. I'm like, wow, God, Connor, he knows places here in Washington. Damn.
Lucky scrolling, but that place was really cool because what caught my eye is it said it had an alligator man, and I was like, what the heck is that? So I started researching, finding the pictures, and yeah, it's like an alligator, and it's got a sewn on shrunken head, and then they have a Sasquatch head in there too. So yeah, Eric, if you're ever at Long Beach, Washington, please hit it up. Say what's up to the alligator man for me.
Yeah. Listen, I told them I've only been to Long Island 1 time because, we usually have a choice to go there or Ocean Shores, and we always usually pick Ocean Shores. It's I don't know. We always pick Ocean Shores over. Nothing against Long Island, nothing against that place, but now I'll have a reason to go back. So that's awesome. And what was cool about having him on, and because sometimes you learn something every day about somebody, because he was on and I wanted to get his opinion because when Anthony and I did a show recently about Ed Lorraine Warren, you can't believe how split people are on that. People either like them or they're frauds, fakes. People hate them. It's so weird. So I asked him about it, what his opinion, and finding out that he's part of a chapter.
He's the director of it. Yeah. He's the director of the Ed and Lorraine Foundation.
Small world.
Yeah, he does a historian part for them and all that. I'm like, wow.
He's a paranormal historian.
Like,
guy.
Who knew we are gonna get that? And we're like, oh, really? Damn. And that tells you that he's really involved.
I sent you a photo on WhatsApp for Sunday, Eric.
Okay, I mean,
Amber's Paraworld says she went and saw the movie The Beast last night about the killer lion. She said it was pretty good. I saw it a couple weeks ago. I definitely recommend it. It's a scary creature feature, and it's cool that sometimes we're hunting after these mythical monsters, but even just the king of the jungle is way more fierce than that. So it's awesome just seeing the balance.
But here's a question nobody's gonna get at the movie theater. Nobody's gonna get it. Maybe one person. What was actually the #1 movie box office? That's just for all the movies this weekend. Nobody's gonna get it.
This past
I'm
weekend?
like, what was the #1 box office movie? And the reason I'm bringing it up is it's kind of weird because the cinemas did this Cinnamon Day where everybody got to go for $3, and they're trying to get people in the into the movie theaters, and they re-released a movie that came out within the year. It was actually #1 at the theaters, not Top Gun. Spider-Man No Way Home got re-released.
Yeah, with some extra deleted scenes.
Yes, and it was #1 again.
What?
Like think about it, and you can watch it right now on a streaming service, and it was actually #1 again. I'm like, wow, that's
never thought
made,
that.
like think about it. It made $6 million after it's already been out a year. I'm like, damn. It just tells you that people are dying to get out. They want to get out. They want to do things. Shit, I think in California, there's some parts of California over the weekend it hit 112 degrees.
Some parts of California are burning right now, man.
Did you see what they're doing in China? Like, people are sleeping in caves and sleeping on rivers and stuff and losing all their appliances. It's really crazy with the heat wave going on over there.
Terrible.
So prepare,
I
guys.
think we're gonna have a harsh winter this year in New York. I think we're gonna get a lot of snow.
This is the picture that Anthony's talking about. Here we go.
Oh yeah. This weekend we hit 500,000 views. So big party this Sunday by me. Open panel. Everybody's welcome. I thought Eric would appreciate the thumbnail with Slimer and Davy and the plant.
Yeah, I really like Davy. And then is the plant is from that 80s movie, right? It's slipping my mind right now. Littlest Shop of Horror. Yeah, that's awesome.
Actually, the 80s is actually a remake of the original. So Slimer, guys, there is a Mandela effect, but Slimer. Does anybody know what that Mandela effect is of Slimer? I'd like to see if somebody can tell me what it is in the chat.
Yeah, see if anybody was watching our show back then.
I know.
You don't count. If nobody gets it, you'll get
Anthony gets it in 20 seconds.
Umi.
Anthony, the station that they actually filmed the movie and that's based in, that's in New York, right? You can go to it, and they have like the Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
That would be really cool if you do a video there, in the next few months.
I don't know if they sold the building now. But yes, it was a firehouse back in the day. I don't know if they sold that property though yet.
I think I saw a picture, within the last week of someone taking a picture there. So,
shit.
If you can, do it for me, man, please.
Yeah, I can get out there, man. No problem.
That'd be awesome.
Done and done.
How many Yankee games have you been to, and how many Mets games have you been to in your whole life?
Mets games I've probably been to, I don't know, 6 or 7, because my Uncle Al's a Mets fan. Yankee games, a couple hundred.
Wow, that's amazing. I went the final year in 2008. I actually have the shirt right over there.
And then when my grandmother was on The Sopranos, they used to send her tickets to go on the field. Because a lot of the Sopranos, matter of fact, I have pictures. Her and Stevie Van Zandt went together, and they were on the field together. That was cool, and I was there for that.
Right.
That was a lot of fun.
Man,
yeah, but I've been to countless games, and then we have what do you call it on Staten Island as well. And being it's 9/11, I made this little thing on the bottom. The music is blanked out, but if you guys want to take a look at me and my photos from down then, because it's coming up. So I'm gonna do a little. There's me. I'm gonna do a little thing for 9/11 on my show, just like a memorial thing. Remember, I told you guys we were down there with no food. That was the Burger King that we kicked the door into and started making food for everybody. I found a picture.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That would be a good plot for a film right there. You know, like the untold stories of 9/11. I'm sure there's thousands of good stories.
There's so many stories. There was we had an air raid siren system set up for other buildings that didn't collapse but was supposed to. See how many people are on the pile? And the alarm went off. We were on the pile, and this female FBI agent got trampled, and she fell. And everybody's running off the pile. And I turned around and ran back on, and I carried her out in my arms. And there's a photo somewhere in the newspaper of me holding her while everybody's running out. I'm running back in, and I'm carrying her out like a baby. But we got to make sure nobody ever forgets about this stuff, man. Yeah. So important.
Yeah. It's going to be there forever.
Thanks for showing that, man.
No, thank you for showing it to us. I mean, that's, you know, you could have just saved it for your show, and you're showing some of.
I'm still putting it together.
Now, here's a couple TikToks of Connor right here. This one here is called Telogia Creek Goatman.
Reporting live from Telogia Creek at the railroad, where the Goatman has been spotted many times. There's multiple correctional officers that have seen a Baphomet Baal Goatman type creature walking right down this railroad. How spooky and how cool. It's a little overgrown, definitely plays into the scary movie vibe. Shout out to Wake Up Mr. Cole for enlightening me on this story and legend.
That's awesome. Then here's
What's
this
up,
one.
guys? We are in Lake Eufaula, Alabama, a huge Bigfoot hotspot. Dixie Cryptid did a marathon on it with the Rude Dude lurks around here. Rude Creek walls into these waters and the monsters lurk. There's been giant alligators and huge catfish found here too. I am so excited to see what the area holds. I am here at Howard's Creek at the intersection of Sauls Creek Road and Doc Whitfield. We're back here in 1998. A crazy encounter happened. And 3 people were shining for deer riding these back roads. And 2 people, one in the front, one in the back, witnessed a 7-foot-tall hairy creature with red eyes right off of Old Bean Road.
Oh, no.
Is known. We're looking for the Howard's Creek creature.
God damn. That's so awesome. Oh, look at that.
You were there when that happened, Mom?
No, not this one.
Oh.
This one's just showing off that deer.
That deer looks like his neck is broke.
I know, right?
Some people are saying that it survived having its neck broke, and then other people are saying it's a spicy deer type of creature. And then this is a Bigfoot throwing like a javelin. It's not very clear.
Oh.
What the hell's behind the tree? Looks like an alien.
Yeah, more of an alien than the Sasquatch.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, yeah. Wow. It looks more like an alien. I gotta see that again.
Horse is bugging out.
Yeah.
That is so sweet.
Carla Webster asked if I've ever heard of a knot deer, and yeah, knot deer and these spicy deer, pretty much the same thing, and that's what that video was kind of representing. But yeah, I've definitely heard of the knot deer and talked to witnesses and seen some strange things myself.
That is so cool.
I'm convinced Bigfoot's real, man. I don't want to know nothing. It exists. And
people could believe what they want to believe, but I think we even showed it on the show of all the species that we're finding every single year that we didn't even know they still around, exist, and they're just large apes, this and that, little creature underneath the ground they're finding. I mean,
I'm telling
every
you,
day,
man. When I was up in PA, man, early in the morning cutting the wood, and those things scream back and forth to each other. Never mind hearing that, but the feeling inside your body, the percussion from how loud it was that I felt in my chest was like nothing I've ever experienced, man. That was it for me. That was it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Where
now, if I can only see one, that would forget it, man. Put the icing on the cake.
Oh, all right. So we're gonna. My bad. So guys, we have a few minutes left before I gotta run to work, and let me just show you guys this one more time. If one of you guys want to be part of the cartoon series, or you want to tell people, hey, you guys want to do a voice in a cartoon? Like I said, donations like this helps keep the series going, because this is totally funded by us. This ain't funded. Listen, if I had a company that wants to sponsor or something, of course, sponsorship, but nobody's sponsoring. I think people are still afraid of what they don't understand. They're so afraid of the paranormal. But you guys notice that every cartoon that comes out, each story is not going to be the same as the last one. It's going to be in a different area, different time, place. It's not about topping the one before. It's just like, hey, if you're more into pyramids, this might be the one for you. If you're more into jungle stuff, episode 2. If you're into the moon, episode 3. So every episode is going to have a unique place that we're going to visit. I think that kind of gives the cartoon a little, makes them a little special. So it's not going to be the same thing over and over. And there's different legend stories that gets put into this. Like, maybe not this one, but then the very next one, there's a cool legend character that's from the state of Florida that's going to show up in 5. Connor knows what it is. So there's cool legends that are pushed into these stories and kind of just like melded together. So if you look at some of the characters that are coming up, there's Zeus, Lucifer, God. Yes, you're right. Lucifer and God are going to show up. There's probably going to be a third war in heaven. What? A third war? Yes, there's actually was a second one. But that's you guys, I ain't going to tell you. I ain't going to spoil nothing. You got Davy Jones, Dracula, the werewolf.
Dracula, that's going to be cool.
Yep, you got some angels. You got David, Bowie, Elvis, Nelson Mandela. Those 3 kind of might tell you a little mix in one cartoon might be. A Marty, McFly, and Doc Brown. Man, so you guys can see that this series could go everywhere. And if you just want to be a supporter, like $20, I'll put you in the description as credit. Like your $20 help get the cartoon created. So don't feel like you have to just do 50 or 100. That's if you want to do a voice character. And we still have 2 characters left that I can fill in with people for Sunday. If somebody wants to be a male mermaid, I don't care if you're a female wants to be a male mermaid. I'll mail your voice up. And somebody wants to play the blue little lavender alien for fun. There's 2 characters you can still get in. Just if you want to do those, of course, you might want to jump on it right away, just because eventually I got to upload it into YouTube for Sunday. And my plan to upload it will probably be more like Friday night. So I can still cram you in if you guys want to be part of this series, because I'm telling you guys right now, the next one is totally opposite of the moon.
It's Alien Girl. What's up, Amy?
So if Alien Girl wants to play,
Alien Girl can play an alien. That would be clutch.
No, listen.
Clutch.
But Anthony, I consider you like an alien guy, but I thought you're better as Bigfoot. Might be better for an alien girl to be the opposite of an alien. Maybe she wants to be the male mermaid.
Or a leprechaun.
The male mermaid, baby.
You're right. You're right. You're right. There is a blue lavender alien. That's right. There is an alien that's open for some lines. So anybody who wants to donate, and guys, and remember, I told you guys behind the scenes, we have a good time behind the scenes doing the cartoon. Some of the shit that comes up, it is pretty funny. Some stuff that I can't even show, like behind the scenes after the cartoon's over. Like, there's no way the channel will be taken down. Now, but beyond that, guys, if you guys want to donate, you could do Cash App, PayPal, or you can use Super Chat. But the thing is, like Anthony was explaining, that Super Chat, anything with YouTube, they take more percentage out versus Cash App and PayPal.
45%, man.
And guys, and we're not doing this. We're not doing this just to try to make money. These cartoons cost a lot of money.
Hundreds of dollars for 5-6 minutes. They're like a lot. They're like almost $600. They're crazy. They're crazy.
And it's amazing that I sit here today and like, wow, we're actually gonna have 4 of them. I mean, there's gonna be a total of 4 so far, and actually, 5 is in the works in a way. It's not paid for yet with 5 yet, but the story is already created with the guy making it for me. But he don't give me my graphics until I cash him out. I mean, it makes sense, right?
And don't forget to go buy my story that got published in Paranormality magazine. Go get it while it's hot.
You should be on the cover here soon, Anthony.
I know. That'd be great.
So you have a
I think I'm
show-
going to be in the next issue. I'm trying to get a cover
You
spot.
got to get Eric on there with the cartoons, man.
That would be
Anthony,
dope.
You have a show Wednesday, right?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Guys,
afternoon.
and I'm not doing a show tomorrow morning just because I'm going to be working tonight to get this cartoon finished.
Are you coming on tomorrow?
I'm not going to come on tomorrow just because I got to finish this cartoon tonight with most of the voices to find out what I need. To stay up way late again and then try to get up extra early, sometimes it can take its toll. So I want to concentrate. But Wednesday, I'm going to merge all 3 for Wednesday.
1, 2, and 3.
So the show on Wednesday, I will do a show, but it's going to be at nighttime on Wednesday after the 3 cartoons merged together. Kind of get that hype going for Sunday.
Like a pregame.
So,
yeah, that's definitely good.
So, Connor, you got something coming out this week that we should know about?
Not that I know of. I just stay busy, so I'll probably release a video this weekend. Either me recording narrating the encounters or dropping a video. But I'm just taking my pace slow now, hoping for the world to catch up.
Connor, somebody was asking me, you know in Florida where they showed the skunk ape digging in the tree for the grubs. Have you been on location there yet? Because people were asking me if you went to that location yet the other day.
I've been to Mayaca, if that's the certain footage, but I know there's famous skunk ape footage. Yeah, I've been to that. Yeah, I've camped there. Me and Dina Parker lives right there, but that's where me and Supernatural Spectrum, we camped with Stacey Brown there for 3 days.
Yeah, somebody just asked me that on my show. That I had to ask you if you were at that location. I said I'm almost positive.
Yeah, that's where we found a 6-toed footprint. We found the orange hair that is clear under the microscope.
That's right.
And we recorded knocks and weird gurgling language as well. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of strange things in Mayaca. And we actually got night vision shots of like 6 blobs up in trees. We don't know if they were panthers or a Sasquatch skunk ape family.
You don't think that footage was an escaped gorilla or anything, right? You think that was a genuine skunk ape. I do anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a skunk ape. An escaped gorilla or orangutan from the zoo would get eaten alive in the forest, the Florida forest.
Get it. Oh, absolutely.
All right, everybody. Well, beyond that, guys, I got to get going. So I'll see you guys Wednesday night.
One second, Eric. That's what I was thinking. Brown Dwarf just said the Mississippi skunk ape, maybe, because there is skunk ape footage that he has his back to you, to the video, and he's like digging in a tree, and that is Mississippi. But the skunk ape, the term, it gets thrown around all down here. But that's what I was first thinking right when you said that. But there's like 3 different Mayaca videos. So I've been to Mayaca and I've been to Mississippi, but not that exact location.
Yeah, cool beans.
Well, everybody have a great day, and I'll see
Later,
you
everybody.
Wednesday night.
Peace.